That's just what it'll be. I'll just be a fucking pile of mumbling mush and be like, while I'm eating my goddamn hair, some crazy shit like that. So nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. I'm Kara. This is Simply Karafying. This one feels a little bit weird because this is I'm really going to try to keep this shorter, but let's just see how it goes. I can't promise anything. I can hope for the best. But anyway, um there's a lot going on right now. Okay. There have been a couple weeks where I couldn't put out an episode because there's so much happening. I myself am going through a big transition. Okay, we're getting ready to move. And it's not like we're moving across town. No, we're moving a couple states, and the whole process here has been, it sucks. Okay. We knew that we were going to move. This is a company thing. This is a work related move. So we knew that it was a possibility back in January. It's July now, and yeah, it's it's a lot. Now everything is like kicking and actually going. Um and it's a whole big thing. Like it's a lot for a mental load. And I thought that, me going through this and not being able to do this, like I feel like I let myself down, and I feel like I'm spread completely fucking thin some days. And I know that I'm not the only one going through some big shit right now. And maybe some other people don't really know how to navigate the stress part of that. So I really wanted to just take today and just kind of like, yeah, let it be known. So my whole thing is how to handle being stressed the fuck out when you're getting ready for a big life change. Okay. Especially if you're someone, I mean, for the free floaters of the world, they're just like, yeah, let's just take the days they come. I can't do that. I mean, I really try a lot of the time, but I've got 4 kids. I've got 2 out of school, 2 in school, my husband, like the house. Like there's just, it gets to be a lot. It's not just me, right? It's not just me. If it was just me, right, I could totally embrace the easygoing, whatever, but I have to have a little bit of structure. And any jostle, any, jostle, any moving of that routine, any crack, crumble, whatever, kind of disrupts a lot of things. So, to handle stress before a big life change, focus immediately on what you can control while maintaining your current baseline routine. That is a big thing that I have had to continuously remind myself over this process. For example, we're moving from Georgia to Texas. We have been to Texas one time to see a house. We've seen the house once. Okay. I am not there for the inspections. I am not there for repairs or prep or anything like that. That is all out of my hands, out of my control. Do I think about it? Constantly. Should I stress about it? I mean, that's fair. But like, I can't break up about it, right? I can't get broken over it because I can't control it. Okay. And there's so many things here that I can control that if I let something way far away that's not in my control, if that takes over my entire fucking mental load, I'm going to just go insane. Like my husband will take me to Texas in a fucking box, a padded box wrapped up in a goddamn straitjacket because that's just what it'll be. I'll just be a fucking pile of mumbling mush and be like, while I'm eating my goddamn hair, some crazy shit like that. So nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. I'm the one who has to hold a lot of shit together, let's be honest. Because like everything else in life, it comes down to me. I've got my hands in a lot of things, and just like everything has to kind of go through me. Like it's an exhausting situation. But big transitions overload your brain's processing power. Fact. So minimalizing Minimizing? Good Lord, I'm creating word, whatever. Anyway, minimizing mental friction is your primary goal. Okay. So if you already have a pretty solid schedule, even though there's a lot of moving parts outside of that, sphere of your everyday, try to keep what you can keep normal. That will help up here. Limit the chaos, all right? Freeze other decisions. Avoid changing your diet, starting new habits, or making unrelated choices right now. So, if you're getting ready to move to another state, maybe you don't want to take this crazy vacation right now. That's a whole other thing. That's a lot of other planning. That's a lot of money, time, energy. Like it's a lot. All right. Anchor your day. Keep your morning coffee, your gym time, or your bedtime exactly the same if you're able to, because even just having those couple sprinkled in routine things in your fucked up jumbled day is going to keep you somewhat calm. It keeps you somewhat lined up with the norm that even though your brain will spike through the day, and it fucking will, whether it's you or other people making it happen or whatever, problems, concerns, doesn't matter. Some regularity is going to make a huge difference, whether than just, instead of just being a fucking ping pong off the goddamn wall. Say no aggressively. Decline optional social events, extra work projects, or favors for others if you're feeling overloaded. Right. So even if you're the nice guy Jerry says yes to everybody. You need help? Oh, sure, I'm your guy. No, Jerry. Say, no, I'm good. I have a lot of shit going on. In fact, you could even flip it and be like, hey, I might need to just have a cup of coffee and just fucking bleh for a while. You good with that? Okay. Delegate small tasks. Ask friends, family, or hired help to handle chores or errands. So extra things outside of your scope. If you're having to meet an inspector and you're packing and this all in this like span of 2 days, and there's things, someone has to take this box to UPS, someone has to do this return, blah, blah, blah. If you have other people around that are fully able and capable and they're not having to do the main thing that you have to focus on, delegate. Okay. Ask for help. Chances are it'll be totally fine. And if there's an issue, they can always call you. Yeah. Manage the logistics. Micro-size your task. Do not think about the move or the new job. Think about packing this one drawer, moving this one box. Think about where things are going to go in the new space. Instead of worrying, oh my God, I've got to pack up this entire fucking house. No. Calm it down. Brain dump everything. Okay. Write down every single worry and to do on paper, which gets it out of your brain or at least somewhat withdraws it from your brain, puts it out to where you can actually see it. And then as you do it, you can physically cross it off, which sounds really weird and doesn't seem like it would work. But my God, when you see a fucking list go from this to this to this to this, and then it's just gone, it's like, we did it. We did it. It's a great feeling, guys. Buffer your timeline. Expect delays and intentionally double the time you think this will take for anything. Like my example, all right? Instead of getting a U-Haul and having 2 days to fucking load it and pack, I think because it's a big move, I'm going to try to get one of the companies where they come drop a container off. That way I can pack progressively over weeks. That just is something for my peace of mind. I don't like the rush last minute go. I like to plan and have things like good. That's a thing, right? I also, oh, when are you going to be moved in? Blah, blah. Well, this is when I should be moved in, but I'm not accepting fucking company until like this date, which is away from this date, right? Like, sure, I'm going to get there on the 19th, but you can come see me the 22nd. My house will be all ready to see. Nope. We might as well just pad that by a couple weeks or a month. But anyway, regulate your nervous system. Complete the stress cycle. burn off stress hormones through 20 minutes of intense running, walking, or dancing. Okay, that's probably not the route that I'm going to take. Mine is more like video gaming or seeing a movie or binging a show or what, yeah. Use grounding rules. When spiraling, okay, use the 3-3-3 rule. Name 3 things you see, 3 sounds you hear, and move 3 parts of your body. Okay, I guess it works. I'm so sorry for the noise. I just never thought about moving 3 parts. Anyway, I guess to regulate. That was bad. Allow negative feelings to come out. Okay. It is normal to feel grief, anger, regret, even if the life change is positive. Are there positive things coming out of this move? Absolutely. Even if I don't want to admit it, there absolutely is. And that part, those parts, I am extremely thankful for. I'm grateful for. And are there some things, that are going to leave me feeling angry or hurt or sad or whatever? Of course, because there are people and things here that I'm leaving behind. I can't take it all with me. So, yeah, I mean, those will hit, but that's okay because it's not like I never will see the people or whatever again. You know what I mean? Like there are definitely ways. I just have to make that happen, or they do, or we both do, whatever, but I'm not just leaving it. And the fact that I'm saying that I'm sad or I'm going to be mad, it's totally fine because we've been here 5 years. So to leave here and go somewhere else, knowing you have to start all over again, yeah, that's fucking stressful. Yeah, that's sad. I just spit a little bit. Anyway, it's a whole thing. So especially when you get up to the adult age, it's not fun anymore. Right? Like there are definitely things to look forward to. And like I said, there are definitely positive things coming out of this that I'm grateful for. But it's okay to let all of the negative things out because those are totally valid too. So you don't have to like keep it in and be like, this is going to be great. This is going to be great because those people end up burning down Walmarts. Okay. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. Distract your mind. Watch a familiar, comforting TV show or play a video game to force a mental break. It works. A lot of times it works, especially when you're like destroying other things or like, shooting or maiming. Definitely helps. All right. Lean on outer support. Vent without filters. Tell a friend you just need to complain, not look for solutions. That's the important part. Be upfront about that. If you just want to purge everything that's going on in here, you don't need to hear, well, maybe you could. No. Listen, I'm just going to have a drink. Let's have a snack and just let me get it out from here to you. And that's it. You don't have to do anything with it. You don't have to pick it up. You don't have to fix it. You just need to watch it roll. That's it. That's it. Boom, done. That's it. Find a transition buddy. Talk to someone who's already gone through this exact life change. Okay. And yes, you can talk about the process. You can talk about what you're leaving behind, what you're nervous about, what you're excited about. You can definitely bond with somebody over that. And that's fine. Right. But at the end of the day, if you're going through something big, doesn't matter. Mine is a move. Mine is a across states move, and it's stressful and it's chaotic and there's a lot going on. But I don't want you to ever feel like the things that you're feeling are wrong, because if something disrupts your entire fucking routine, therefore your life, as it is right now, it's a big deal. You're totally valid for feeling the feelings that you're feeling. And so don't ever feel like you have to keep it in. Don't ever feel like you're going insane. I mean, you may be. I am. But that's totally fine. Like, it's acceptable. This particular thing is one of the most jarring parts of a life situation. It's a lot. So whatever your big thing is, if it is a big thing, right? Let's say you're getting married, you're getting ready to have a baby for the first time, you're moving yourself, you're starting a new job, all of these things. You don't have even if you've moved before, even if, you've had a kid already, it's still a new thing in your life that wasn't there yesterday, okay? Wasn't there a year ago and will be from now on. So, like, don't let it overload you. Don't let it weigh you down. It's totally fine to feel what you're feeling, all right? Definitely, though, don't discount the stress. Try to hold on to that mental just grip and definitely carve out some you time to fix, to deal with, to regulate all the stuff. So, quick little blurb, had to get it out. Hope you all have a great, fantastical rest of your weekend, day, whatever you want, month. I mean, July's almost over. I'm so bummed I haven't been able to do anything for Halloween, guys. That's my little guilty pleasure, right? Like by now I'd be creating monsters, getting my like haunted house walkthrough up and stage and everything. And I've done none of it because all of my Halloween shit sits in totes over there and I can't do anything with them. See, I needed to get that out. And I'm sure my husband is tired of hearing it, but he will hear it again today because now it's fresh. Now it's fresh. Anyway, you have a great one. Thank you so much for, being here. And if any of this hits, hit the buttons. You know what to do. And we'll see you next time.